Hey, 6th of October. And yes, all the Christmas things are in the shops. Woohoo! Oh, we'll be at it all over again with all the Christmas things in the shops. So, just a tiny little bit about astrology. It's more of an interest for me. I've not been trained in it, so please, there are lots of gorgeous people around that can help you in greater detail. But what I'm noticing is that we've got Moon, Neptune, and Aries. And what I know about that is the moon is the emotions, it's intuition. Neptune, of course, is that deeper side, esoteric side, and Aries, lots of energy. So, what it's asking you to do is to, would you believe, slow down a little bit, even though we've got Aries there, but it's inviting you to let your intuition guide the way. Have a little look at those flags, whether it be green flags to go or red flags to hesitate, and to reconsider where you are going, and that sometimes boundaries can blur. And just watch for subtle signs, things that you go, oh, they were never that friendly before. Now they're friendly. Is there a reason for that? Or maybe they weren't friendly and it's time to move on. So that's my little bit about astrology. So we're going to have a look at the cards, and I truly hope. Hi, Joe. I was thinking about you today and wondering what you've been up to, where you're traveling, what you're doing, and also, of course, all your beautiful sewing and creative endeavors that you always seem to be doing. I certainly admire the way you manage to get things done. So this one is talking about visualizing. And in a way, that's a little bit like what we've just started off. It's asking you to look at your intuition, but to visualize. Not much, oh, when I get this, it'll be perfect. It's more like live in the moment as though you already have it. Have the feeling, what's it like to have X, Y, and Z? What's it like to be with this person or that person? What is it like to travel? What is it like? What is the feeling? Because it's that feeling, the signal of the feeling that actually goes out into the field. I've had some really interesting things happen. So maybe towards the end of the year, I'll have some results with that. So I was going to go into a recording studio. I think I mentioned that last time. And there's just been a little bit of delay with that. So as far as the meditations being available, that looks like it may be late November, early December for that. But I'm very, very excited to be able to put those together, and hopefully you might like one or two for free. So Joe's already put her name down. Thank you, Joe. And if anyone else would like to private message me, I'd love to pop you on the list, and then you can choose which one you would like. So hi, Jen. So I've got here, excuse me, the magic of nature. It's really interesting. I've been going through my books, and I've just donated 50 books. And the last one I was about to put on the pile was all about nature. And I thought, oh no, can't let that one go. So I feel like I've made the right decision now. This is the magic of nature. You probably can't hear it, but the cockatoos are going to start raving berserk out there, screaming at each other. So I definitely know that they are healthy and alive. But the wonderful thing about where I live is early every morning, the wonderful birds song, beautiful outlook. And I don't care, even if it's misty or it's raining, it's still very beautiful. So being grateful and appreciative, that's certainly the way to go. What's the next card here? Quiet time. I think we tend to forget to give this to ourselves. I can remember when I was really busy with the kids and working, and sometimes I would just sit round the around the corner in the car for an extra 15 minutes just to get a breather before you went home and you started all over again. So really important that you give yourself a little bit of quiet time. And that doesn't mean scrolling. It means just sitting with yourself and tuning in, because there are amazing research articles. Don't have to be religious, but on the act of prayer because it calms the nervous system, it gives you a focus. And of course, prayer can also be saying how grateful you are. It's not always asking, but it can be, I find prayer's really strong for me when I'm asking on behalf of someone else, when I'm really asking for help for someone who is, perhaps struggling with life, whether it be financially, physically, ill health, divorce, a recent passing, whatever it may be. It's that, asking for something bigger than myself to take care of people. Um, so, what's the next one here? Happy ever after. Oh, okay. I think we just do that a day at a time. When we were little, I can remember wanting to be a priestess, not a priestess, a princess. Now it's more like a priestess. Um, but now, of course, the way life actually is, um, happily ever after, I think, is moment by moment. I think if you look too far ahead, there's too many variables, environmental, food, political, financial. There is so much going on in the world. And of course, we get bombarded by it all the time. So I have a habit of switching everything off and just trying to stay calm and doing the right thing within myself. One more card from this pack. And this one here is Inner Power, which I do believe you get from inner peace. So I've just got my beautiful bag here that I'm going to take another pack of cards out and let's see. And these cards here are the surrender cards. Let's see what it's asking us to surrender maybe for this week. Right. I'd love you to jot down for yourself what's been three really good things this week. And it may be that you got the washing in time before it rained. It may be that you won a multi-million-dollar contract. It may be that you passed something. It may be that you went to see your granddaughter singing. Thank you, Jen. That was gorgeous what you sent to me. So it's interesting. This is the one we've come to, surrender to the beauty of the natural world, which, of course, is very similar to the card that we had before. Take a relaxing break, spend time in nature, replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy, happiness there. I take Bella for a walk in the bush pretty well every day, and she just absolutely loves it. And I am enchanted by the different birds. Sometimes the scurrying in the leaves. I don't know that I'm keen on that because try to respect all animals. But sorry, Mr. Snake, not mad keen on snakes. Surrender negative thinking. um, this can be a real big one, particularly if there's a lot going on in your life, and you get evidence that there's more. It's very hard to just let it go and not think, gosh, what can I do about this? But when you eventually surrender, something pretty awful happened yesterday. Yeah, it's something really unexpected. Nothing. Yeah, it was just a policy in a shop, and I was really shocked, and um, it really upset me. And this morning I thought, oh my God, that was yesterday. Now, I could have dwelled on that going back a few years. So it's interesting, the more that you work on yourself, the less it begins to bother you. Initially, definitely had that knee-jerk reaction, but getting better, a bit like a good wine, I'm getting better as I get older. Surrender to spirit. This is just glorious. The more you can do this, I'm a great believer in set your goals, set your plans, do as much as you can, and then just remind the universe that, can you give me a hand here? Can you put things in my way that are going to be helpful, not obstacles? Can you clear the way? Can you show me? And it's amazing that when you're truly focused, what is that saying? Um, when you set yourself a goal, the universe conspires to help you. I absolutely love that. And there's been sayings like that going around for many, many years. It's not new. A lot of information is not new, it's rehashed into something different and a little more modern. So this one here is detoxification. I was noticing, I don't know whether it's true, that they were recalling cloves because they'd found high levels of radiation in that particular spice. So it's something that the world is changing, and the more you can keep an eye on natural foods, if there's even just a few herbs that you can grow yourself on the window ledge or a small patch outside your door, please do it. Somebody gave me some fresh parsley this morning and dragged out some basil by the roots. I'm hoping that will take in my garden. But that parsley, I chopped it all up. I had it with basil, spinach with a poached egg on top. Mm, absolutely divine. What have I got here? Surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. I think this is really important for a lot of women, probably 45 plus. We're pretty well taught to give everything first and that we came last. I remember many years ago going to a psychologist and he said, Barbara, you need to put yourself at the top of the list. I said, honey, I'm not even honest. So um, this is something that a lot of us have to learn. I like to see that the girls these days, they seem to have a better handle on it, and I think that's wonderful. I love to see them getting equal opportunities, equal pay, standing up for themselves. Um, and why not? You know, imagine every 10 years you were born in a different body. Like 10 years you're a woman, then the next 10 years you're a man. Next 10 years you're a woman. I'm sure we would all treat each other with a lot more respect if we could actually live these lives in one lifetime. You can tell I like sci-fi movies. Okay. Okay, this one here is to surrender being stubborn. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Great. Hi, Nina. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for popping in. So, girls, I'm going to get the other pack of cards and I'm going to do a card for you. So, what have we got here? So, Joe, let's see what we've got here. And then we're going to go on to the tea leaves. Right, Joe, what have we got? Ooh, you've got this bright idea, Joe. I'm not a bit surprised. All you girls are bright sparks, but you've got an idea here that you want to pursue. So let me just do a card on that, another card. Let me just see. Okay. Follow your dreams. So, Joe, it sounds like go for it, darling. Okay. Jen, let's see what's happening for you. Ah, relax. Let yourself go. Maybe even plan a holiday. So let's see what's coming along in the card for you. Well, look at this. Surrender to non-action. In other words, now's the time to be still, not to act. You know, give yourself that break that you truly need and truly deserve. So they're nice cards, right, Nina? Let's see what's happening for you. Let's pick a card. All right, this is to do with time, Nina. So maybe you feel as though now is the time to do it. Maybe you've put off something long enough. But this one sort of says, you know, have a look at your options, choose one and do it. So let me see what card you're getting here. This one here says surrender stress. So maybe you've been stressing over doing this particular thing. And it could be a conversation, it could be something that you need. I don't know, maybe there's money involved, maybe somebody owes you some money, whatever it may be. But it's like take a deep breath and face it, just face whatever it is, because I feel as though you're going to have a release by doing that. So I hope that that makes some sort of sense. Okay, so now I'm just going to tidy up a little bit and put these cards back. So I did a little bit more work on my van. It's getting closer and closer for me to um, take off on a little adventure. And when I say I did some work, it really means that the lovely Kevin was amazingly patient. I was you know, the helper, and he was the one designing and cutting and getting everything just right. He's amazing, and I truly, truly appreciate all what he is doing to help me get on the road to have an adventure. And who knows, maybe I can pop in and see a few people. Okay, my pleasure, Jen, Nina. Right, let's see. I'm using different tea tonight. And let me see. Massive. Oh, gosh, there's all sorts of things in here. There's a set of handcuffs. I'm not sure what kind of a party we've got going here, but there's a set of handcuffs, and it's like they're being thrown away. So if you feel that you've not been able, you've been restricted in some way, I feel as though the chains, the handcuffs are literally coming off. And I feel that it's more than time for that to happen. I also feel as though there's someone here that's really good at gardening. Um, Thank you, Nina. You look as though whatever it is you're striking, is it, taking, cutting, what's the one where you bind one thing to another? Grafting. I feel as though there's someone really getting into this side. They're becoming quite proficient at this kind of gardening. All right, as I move around, I have this really quite dramatic seven, which I feel is 7 days. It feels very imminent. And there's a question here that you really need to answer within the next 7 days. It's very important for you and also for those people around you. I also feel as though presents, somebody's very good at buying early Christmas presents or birthday presents. I feel as though there's lots of presents being put to one side here. There's also a star, which is wonderful, because what this is saying is that this is good luck. There's some good luck coming. So let's hope all of us, one of us, who knows, is going to win this Powerball, or going to receive something that we've really wanted. Yep, I mentioned Powerball, didn't I? So as I move around here, there is this beautiful heart where you can see that heart there. There's a lovely heart, and there is Cupid, Cupid coming in. And it's interesting because it almost looks like an urn, yeah, a Greek urn of some kind. So just maybe spirit is organizing someone to come into your life, because I feel as though this is like, it's like Cupid's arrow. It's going to come out of nowhere, but I actually think spirit is involved. So maybe there's a coincidence, meeting someone completely in a different place, but you may already know them, and you go, wow, what are you doing here? And because it's a free open space, it's not where you are normally, it means that things can be relaxed and open. Okay, so moving around even further, I feel as though this almost looks like a change in destiny. And I do believe that is very much up for all of us. We're in a year 9. I can already feel things changing, certainly for me. And there are some clients that I'm dealing with at the moment, and overseas clients too, where I can see that they've really got this massive change in their lifestyle, in their thinking, what is important now, like they really didn't consider maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But it's as though the world is changing and we're deciding which side of the fence do we want to be on. And this one here to me is about new growth and family connection. Doesn't always have to be um, your blood family, it can be chosen family, it can be your tribe. But I just feel as though this tree, this established tree of life, the way it's been, is bending and maybe falling over. But from that is new growth. It's as though we have these choices. How do we want to really live? How do we want to really be and show up? And what legacy, what living legacy do we want to live, so that it's already known. We don't have to die for, oh, we didn't know that she did that or he did that. So I feel as though we're all looking at a living legacy here. I'm just going to turn this upside down and just see what I'm getting here. Okay, so this is interesting. Um, I feel as though I have the Jester, which of course is the zero in the tarot cards. And I don't know whether you can actually see him there. He's actually got his arms out. This is a leg here. He's got his arms out either side. And the Jester is, he's got a little bit. Good, you can relate, Nina. He's got a little sort of backpack, in his handkerchief, and he's about to step off into the unknown. And of course, one of the first people he will meet on his journey will be the magician. And the magician is yourself. It's all your own inner resources. Sometimes we don't think we're strong, but what I always believe is that most of us, we do get knocked down, but most of us that get back up, there's a thing inside of us that goes, you know what, I'm going to give it another go. I feel hurt, I'm limping emotionally, physically, but there's that one thing I still want to give it a go. So what I believe that we have is resilience. And when we look back down our ancestral lines, every single one of us, if we were to know our ancestors, if we were to go down there, we are the sum total of their courage and their resistance. So even though some of them may not have been had amazing careers or amazing lives, they got through that life. They often had families and they provided for them and they got through their tough times. And genetically, we have that. So we're standing on the shoulders of all those people that went before us. And I feel as though we have all this innate knowledge, and it will take 1 million years for AI to know every single feeling and every scrap of knowledge that goes with that feeling inside a human. We're pretty darn special. And when we come together within our tribe, within our groups, we're even more powerful. And it's not about solutions, it's not about making money. It's this wonderful connection that we are able and willing to give each other. There are some heroic, um, unfathomable things that people do for each other. And it always warms my heart when I see those things. So now it is meditation time, and I would love you to settle back. That's it. Just whew, let the day go. This is only a few minutes just for you, so I welcome you and invite you to close your eyes. And on the next breath, just say to yourself, I am here. I am here. And on the next breath, imagine a white light coming from from above you, this beautiful white light coming down over the back of your head and your neck and your shoulders, down each arm to the hands and the fingers, and just this surrender, this heaviness coming into your arms and your hands. You can move it any time you want to. You're always under complete control. But right now, in the safety of wherever you are, nothing to do for the next 5 minutes, you're just going to follow my voice. And if you have to move, well, then you certainly can. So letting that white light, that beautiful softness, that spiritual energy come down your spine, into your hips, into your pelvic area, into your bottom and your legs, behind your knees, into your heels, the bottom of your feet, and let it have that sense of being grounded, earthed. Again, you can move at will at any time, but just for this meditation, you want to feel grounded and safe and secure. And this is what this preparation is. And the white light comes over your face, over your cheekbones and your jaw, and it drops a little, and the tongue can relax into the throat and then into the chest, and putting both hands one on top of the other over your heart area in your chest. And on the next breath, imagining giving your heart a little pair of lungs, all of its own. And just see, sense, imagine your heart being so grateful to be able to breathe and relax and surrender and let go, to be open, to be safe. And let that white light go down the rest of your body, across your thighs, your knees, down your shins, to your toes, and being anchored and safe and secure. And on your next breath, have a sense of going deep inside yourself, safely, securely, deep, deep down, relaxing, surrendering, and coming across your sanctuary door, a beautiful door which opens just by your presence, your frequency, your vibration. As it opens, you step inside, it closes behind you, and there in front of you is a magnificent space. It is exactly how you imagine it to be. And if there are more things that you want, you just imagine them into existence. If there is less, you can take that away also. The one thing that we all have in common in our sanctuaries is the healing bed. And I'd love you to make your way to the healing bed. And as you sink into it and take a deep breath and let go, there's a sense of belonging, and it's true. You do belong. This is your sanctuary, your safe place. And the pink mist comes swirling around you, gentle and loving and caring and healing, scanning your body for any cells that are no longer working, cells that are finding it hard to duplicate, and they are scooped up and replaced by young, jiggly, fabulous, healthy cells. And your body loves it. This support, this love, there's an appreciation, a gratefulness. This pink mist continues all the way through the body, loving you, caring for you, looking out for you, healing you, nourishing you. And as you relax even deeper, you notice a door in the corner, and it has the word over the top, curiosity. Well, that's it. You're curious. So as you move towards it, again, you go to open it, you reach, and the door just opens. And inside is a marvelous sight. It is unique to each one of you. It holds some answers. and it has objects in there that is an offering to you to help you on your current journey. You can take them if you wish and bring them into your sanctuary, perhaps put them on a table or a windowsill or an altar. Or you can leave them in the curiosity room, knowing that you can visit there anytime. There are many books, CDs, DVDs. There are new things, old things, ancient things, interplanetary things. It's an amazing room. And this is just a quick visit. But it's there anytime you want to come and explore. You can. So now I'd like you to come out of that room and close the door. Begin to make your way to your main door, which opens just by your presence, and you step through. You glance over your shoulder. You have a big smile. It's your safe space. The door closes and you float back up into the room where we started on the 6th of October 2025, feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, ready for the rest of the evening to enjoy your time and to appreciate who you are. I love you being here. It absolutely makes my day when I see your names. So thank you for visiting. I hope you have a brilliant week. And whatever your curiosity is, maybe one day you can share. So look after yourselves. Know I care very much about each one of you. Take care. Love yourself. Love your families. Love your life. Enjoy nature. Right. Yes. Forgot it was daylight saving. I know. Um, I was ready for lunch yesterday, and I think it was about 9:45. But really, I don't know what time was it. All right, darling. Hi, Sylvie. So, Sylvie, just before I go, let me just grab a card very quickly. Okay. I think you've had this one before, Sylvie. This is hugs, and it's also some sort of agreement. These two fell out for you. Okay. All right, gorgeous people. Look after yourselves. Have a brilliant week. And I will see you next Monday. Same time, same place. Lots of love. Bye.